Let's build the simplest wood farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.19. The first thing I'm going to have you guys do is find an area to build the farm in and choose a relatively flat, relatively large area like I have here, because this is, well, simple, a relatively large farm. After you have an area picked out, we're going to build an 18 by 18 square. So the inside of the square should be 16 by 16. So I'll show you what I mean. After you've built the square, there's a really easy way to check if you built it properly. And the way to do that is to just come on both of these sides and we're going to count 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So as you can see, they match up right here, which means that this side is 16 blocks, and you can do this side as well. However, I know it's 16. So after you have this perfect square, we're going to grab our water buckets now and place down a row of water buckets on whatever side you want the water to flow from. Doesn't really matter. I just chose this side. And then from here, we're going to mine out this area. The easiest way to do that is to just mine out all the stuff that isn't under the water. So we're going to clear out all of this space. And then after you have all of this space cleared out, then you can go ahead and break this line and then all the water will flow. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm going to clear out all of this space now. And this is what it should look like after you've mined all of the blocks. So as you can see, we're using the same water here. We didn't place down any water in these blocks. This is just the water falling down and then carrying out. And at the end, we should have a 1 block gap. So that is a perfect way to measure if your square is 18 by 18. After doing that, we're going to mine out this bottom strip right here, and then we're going to come over here and place down a water source. Now, depending on which way you want your collection system to be, that determines which way you're going to place down these water streams. So if you want your collection system over here, then run the water streams this way, and if you want your collection systems over here, then run the water this way. If you don't care, you don't care. And then we're going to do the same thing we did over here by just breaking these blocks and carrying this out. That was animal abuse, but that is okay. We're just going to push the chicken and pretend like it didn't happen. Mine out 2 more blocks so that you have 3 blocks right here. Break these 2 blocks and place down a double chest. Break this block and run a hopper into that chest. And there we go. Just like that, we now have a perfect collection system. So no matter where the items drop, they're all going to get carried down the water streams, and they're going to end up over inside the collection system. Now, it's a little slow there just because of the way the water is, but it is going to end up inside of that hopper, which will go inside of the chest. So yeah, everywhere that the water drops down a layer, it's going to slow down just because it's fully submerged. But as you can see, it is now in the large chest, meaning we won't miss a single drop from the tree. The next thing we need to do is build a platform so that we can actually grow trees, and we want it centered inside of the farm. So the easiest way to do that is we know that this line right here is 8 blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up by 1, and then we are going to build over by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and break all of this scaffolding. Now, this is going to be the corner block of the platform. So we're going to grab our grass blocks or dirt blocks or something that we can plant saplings on and create this L shape, and then go ahead and replace this block with a piece of dirt or grass. After that, we can grab some more blocks here, place down a block right here and 1 block underneath, and then go ahead and add in a ladder. This is so that in order to get into the farm, we are going to just go up this ladder so that we can go ahead and plant some trees. Now, a good way to get out is either A, swim up, or if you don't want to do that, you can easily just add a ladder right here, so then you can just jump up here. Maybe right there is not the best place. Let's add it right here. Now you can get out of the farm, and it's really simple. So adding that ladder might help you, it might not. It's really up to you, but this ladder is very important. And the only thing left now is to show you how to use the farm. It's really, really, really simple. All you need is 4 spruce saplings, place them in a square like this, and then go ahead and bone meal this. Now you can go ahead and chop down this entire tree. I recommend using spruce saplings, however, dark oak and jungle will both work. As long as it's a 2x2 tree and they're tall, you will have a bunch of wood to chop down. As you can see, I'm in creative mode, so I might actually head over into survival, but we are going to create this staircase shape all the way to the top to mine it down. All right, in survival mode now, I'm going to show you how to chop down the tree. I did it in creative mode, but we're going to just mine the 2 blocks, so 1 block above and then the block above that, jump up, and then turn, and then we're going to break the block above us and those 2 blocks and create a giant staircase all the way to the top of the tree so that we can mine it and get all of the wood. Now, the great thing about using this farm as opposed to just growing these in a giant field is that you will not miss any of the drops. All of this wood, all of the saplings, all of the sticks, all of that is going to end up inside the collection system. So this is 100% efficiency. You're not losing a single drop, whereas I know I am very guilty of just leaving the saplings on the ground to despawn. So this is going to give you an infinite supply of those saplings, and it's going to help you miss some of the wood that would say, like, just be on that leaf. You know, when that happens, that is the absolute worst. But this is going to avoid that problem because as the leaves despawn, all of those drops are going to end up inside of the farm. And as you can see, as I'm going down the staircase we made here, I'm just mining the last block we stepped on. You can also just look straight down and just do a little twirly like this, and it works out pretty well as well. There are plenty of ways to chop down this tree, but after it is completely gone, you have 2 options. Either A, you can wait for all of these leaves to despawn and collect all the saplings, or if you're in a rush and you want a lot of wood, just plant some more saplings, grow the tree, and then you can go ahead and start mining it. Now, if this happens, it's really easy. You just gotta mine all of these leaves so you can get back on your platform, and then the same thing as before, we're just gonna mine ourselves a staircase. So this farm is super simple to use, and it is going to give you so much wood. Like in an hour, you could probably fill a double chest. All right, that is pretty much it for today. I just have a couple of things to say before I go. First off, you can use this farm with whatever tree you want. It doesn't have to be 2x2 trees. I just think using it on like oak trees and birch trees doesn't really make sense because they're small. But yeah, the 2x2 trees, I highly recommend growing on this farm. It is so efficient and you won't lose any drops. And a 2x2 tree can literally generate almost like 100 wood per tree. So those are super awesome. Another thing is all of the extra saplings you're going to get from this farm could be composted into bone meal, and then you could use that to grow even more trees and get more saplings and more bone meal and do that. So that way you don't have to have like a skeleton grinder or something. And the last thing is that I have a second channel, which will be linked in the description. So please go and check that out. It's nothing like Minecraft content, but it would mean the world to me if you went and checked that out. But yeah, that is going to do it for today. We have the little sheep trying to barge in on the outro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then please be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, we just had a sapling fall.